God damn it! All right, I got my
so fucking hard.
All right, I got my cum counter ready. Let's do this.
That's gonna come in handy with him.
Put it on the board.
Ready.
Technically, that's 2. Yeah.
Get the early start.
Sometimes we gotta let this song go a little long.
You got to.
Yeah.
I'm not even mad about it. Of course, man. Welcome. This is the dumbest podcast on your desk. I am Clayton Kegg.
I am the douche of all douches, Manny McDoucherson. Yes. Which is exactly what I wanted.
We do have a special guest apparently in studio.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Like, he was supposed to call the show, and I think he talked to our unpaid intern, fucking Carlito, who gave him the address, and here he is, Richard Atkinson.
That wasn't cool.
Hey, you put that apple away, sir.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no. All seriousness, Richard Atkinson, man, he's a good friend of mine. We go back a little ways.
Oh, my God.
I actually met this man as a wrestler, so he's been to a lot of my wrestling shows, all my indie shows.
Yes, I have, for all his fuck-ups.
All my injuries, all the times I hurt somebody else. It's been
All
great.
the times he's throwing his back out, trying to carry his tag team partner.
Oh, you've seen how fat he is. Come on.
Now, did he throw his
Yes.
back out or did he blow his back
Ooh.
out? Ooh, now see, that's a distinction.
Well, in his case, it was both blown.
Ooh. Something was definitely getting blown.
Yes, let's not get started on the dildo spot.
Oh
God.
You know I was gonna bring that up.
You know
You knew
Mad
I was
Dog
gonna
brought
bring
it
that
up. Mad Dog did bring it up earlier
He
episode.
did.
Yeah,
He did.
yeah. And
You're welcome.
I don't know about that.
yeah, no, I mean, I think he was more welcome than me.
Well, I don't know whether or not if he deserved it.
Oh.
if the
Oh, he deserved it.
Oh no, yeah. See, he agrees.
Oh,
He deserved it.
okay, so we're gonna say that the keg deserved it.
Yes.
All right.
Oh God.
The cake deserved to be tapped that night.
Whoa. Well, you know what happened?
Yeah, that's right. I went there.
You know, I can't even be mad. I got to give you that one. That was good.
Wow.
I will say
It's
though,
gonna be one of them shows, huh?
the
Oh,
thing
dude.
that got tapped in that was Mad Dog Jack.
I was gonna say that mustache, right?
Oh,
Went straight up Dogtown.
I was listening to that earlier too.
oh yeah, that's a good one. I think. I think
That
you
was-
did good
yeah.
with it.
I don't think that was the same. Was that the same night? I don't know, because, man, I swear the stories blend together so fucking much when we
the
talk about
mustache
it.
ride.
No, it
that
was
in
a
Chicago
different-
Heights.
yeah.
Or no,
Okay.
that was the Paul Hall Center. I'm sorry.
That's right. That's
Paul
right.
Hall Center that happened. And when I had the handlebar mustache.
Yeah, the Chicago Heights one was the church, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And the funniest thing about that is Ryu had a devil's mask on
Oh,
in the church.
You mean Rian?
No.
No, I know who you're
Ryu.
talking-
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he came out to help us and then fucked us in the end.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's also the Chicago Heights one. That's where I scoop slam misbehaving.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
That story never gets old. It never does.
That whole spot was that with all the dives, or am I thinking of something else.
Oh, all the dives. I know exactly what you're talking about. That was not
right,
that show.
That was right in front of me. That was awesome.
Not that show. I want to say that was. Oh, God damn it! Where was that? I know what show it was, but now I can't remember where that particular show was.
What are you fucking nuts? Yeah. You fucking.
I told you.
Why? Just why?
I asked for it.
Just so you know, Crazy Scott is absolutely his favorite wrestler.
I don't know about absolute favorite.
He's always fun to watch.
Oh,
For
yeah,
sure.
he's
Crazy Scott
entertaining.
is always fun
Yes,
to watch.
entertaining.
For sure.
And he definitely lives up to his name. That's for damn sure. I've been to concerts with him. Dude is fucking crazy.
Yeah, I believe it. I know him.
Yeah,
Been in the ring against him.
Yeah,
been in the
I don't
ring
know
with
about,
him.
Yeah, I don't know about going to a show with Crazy Scott. Dude, I could just only imagine if we saw Mushroom Head with Crazy Scott,
my
that
God.
night would not have ended well.
Well,
it would not have ended
it
well.
would have had a lot more stories to it. That's for sure.
Yes, very much so. Yeah, it wouldn't. It already didn't end well for you. You missed work the next day.
Yeah. I was pretty shit faced by the morning.
I made it to work, but I'm not sure whether or not if I was all there. Thank God I wasn't hungover, but I'm not sure whether or not if I was all there.
Man.
Been there, done
Dude,
that.
it's a rarity that I get hungover, but after that concert, I was absolutely hungover.
Dude, you would not stop slamming beers that whole fucking night.
Oh, you know what's funny is I had no idea how many beers I drank until the next day, and I was looking at my bank app. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, you spent like I think he spent like I think that night he ended up spending like $80-$90 or some shit.
I was like 92 something.
Yeah.
So it was
yeah.
nothing like JJ Kelly's.
Oh no.
Okay.
No. I was actually
Did they
pretty
ever
tame
give
at
you?
JJ Kelly.
Did they ever give you your tab?
Yeah.
Because
yeah,
at the bar you were asking for it many times.
Yeah, I was. I
Many
swear to God, no shit. It was like at least 4 times we're standing at the bar talking. Bartender comes up like, yeah, let me get this beer. She brought me the beer. I was like, let me get my tab total. Okay, walks away. So then we're just like, all right, start talking again. She comes back over to serve somebody next to me. I'm like, where's my bar tab? Oh, yeah, hang on.
It
Walks
didn't
away
help
again.
there was only one. Normally there's 2, but I don't know, for some reason.
I mean, it wasn't terrible.
You
though.
would think on a metal night there'd be more than one bartender. But
Well, there was,
And it
though.
also
That's the
wasn't
sad
that
thing.
crowded too. And because
no,
it's
I was surprised
Yeah,
because they did a metal night. I want to say a year and a half ago, and that was crowded. But that's when they had, I think, 4 bands.
didn't Pig Horse Camel play that night?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
the first time I seen Scarson too.
Wait, was I at that? No,
I
I was not at that show.
No,
was I?
I don't think you were at that show. Because no, I was at that show and I could not figure out what seemed so different about the bar about this last time we saw Scarson, and then it dawned on me after the first band started playing, or right before the first band started playing, it was the tables. Because normally there's no tables in the center there. Everybody's just standing.
I don't know. Sometimes they set. Sometimes they're up front. Sometimes they're not. They light their tables for some reason.
You know, and that was the weird thing, because the last time I was at JJ Kelly's, those tables definitely were not there, and I didn't even put it together at all right away.
Yeah, it took me a minute to figure
You were
it out.
just mad because you couldn't go through one of them. That's why you were mad.
You know, I'm not going to lie. I don't mind going through a table. In fact, you know, Mad Dog even brought it
Well,
up.
now we got that idea for next time.
Yeah, there you
We're
go.
there.
There you go. I don't know if I want to pay the tab to replace the table, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, I'm sure they're better. They're a little bit better tables than you're used to.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure, but
Yeah,
I'd still do
very
it.
much so.
I'd still do it.
No doors.
Yeah.
No fucking sawhorses or whatever the fuck PRW.
Yeah. No breaking people's glove compartments.
Yeah, that's
Fucking
true.
asshole.
Or door handle.
Yeah, and door handles of the same car.
I was gonna say,
The glove
damn.
compartment
And
and
I
the
think
door
it was
handle
like
of the
literally
same car.
2 days apart that this
Oh
happened.
no, I don't remember all that.
I want to say it was pretty close together when it happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing we're still friends. But I ain't gonna lie, it's been rocky over the last 4 months.
Oh, with this asshole, it's got to be more than Rocky.
Oh yeah, it's been one of us hanging off the cliff and the other person like just holding him for dear life.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's the one that's hanging.
Well, now whose back's getting blown out?
Yours still with no Vaseline.
Damn, that's
Oh,
rough.
or lube.
Yeah.
Went straight out of Dogtown.
That is rough.
Oh my God.
Jersey Mike, I'm with you.
That's. I think that's the last show I listened to.
Was it Jersey
with
Mike
Jersey
one?
Mike.
Yeah.
I went from Mad Dog to the one you were running down the Bears, which
Yeah,
is
that was
always
Jersey Mike. Yep.
which
yep.
is always fun. No, there
Oh,
was
yeah,
another
it
one.
is.
There was another
Yeah,
one
no,
about the Bears.
almost
and
every
then-
time
yeah.
Jersey Mike's in studio, we're talking sports.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
we try to make sure to have him in here.
I don't know if you want to call the Bears sports, but
Dude, it's so funny you say that because like I watch the news in the morning.
Yeah.
And I didn't start doing this until about like a year and a half ago or something like that. So anyway, I watched Channel 9. They talk about like there's this one commercial, you see this little bird and it's talking about like, yeah, Chicago, I have my own politics, my own music, and my own sports teams.
Yeah,
and it makes me laugh
yeah.
every time because
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, because like the last the last real winning team that I can remember, I feel like was the Blackhawks.
Yeah.
And I can't even remember when that was. And I know the Blackhawks have not been doing well this season.
No, they
And-
haven't.
and
Hey,
the
Chicago was on
Bulls-
Chicago was on a huge high for at least a couple years after the Cubs won the World Series.
True. Actually, no, Chicago was on a huge high after
They won because of the rain.
when the White Sox won because the catcher didn't tag the fucking the batter
And then,
out.
Yeah,
the year after that, they changed all the fucking rules.
Yeah. Well, no, I gave you that because I said the same. I am an actual Cubs fan. And I have said the same
condolences.
I said the same thing. though.
I had to say that. I had to.
Dude,
That's what
if you
Green
think
Bay
about it-
fans
You just have
say
to.
to me for when I say I'm a Bears fan to someone that's
Fuck
a Green
Green
Bay
Bay.
fan. Dude, I swear they tell me the same thing. My condolences, and then it's like, God damn it! Like what the fuck? What the fuck did I do to deserve this?
Oh, speaking of Green Bay, you know wrestler J.R. Lindsay, right?
Yeah.
Whenever we see him at IPW, Heather always gives him shit because of that. And I remember Riley O'Doyle was like all about Green Bay too. And we used to give him shit constantly. I think Bobby Monday got in on that too.
I don't doubt it. I don't.
But Monday got into everybody, especially Michael Andrews with his fucking coffee. I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, like I was saying though, like with the Cubs, I've said the same thing because if you think about it, they were getting their asses kicked. Then they got that rain delay. They came back, caught up, took the lead, and just fucking finished strong.
There's something to be said about a timeout.
Yeah, no doubt. Yes,
For real.
Yes.
A timeout with Papa Smurf.
I
Because
feel
I
like
swear to God, the manager looked just like Papa Smurf in that hat. And his beanie he had on.
yeah, I'm telling
And
you, they just needed a nap time. That's all.
And I actually saw a meme, Papa Smurf next to him, and it looked identical. I shit you not. Aren't you glad you invited me now?
Yes. It's like, hey, knock, knock.
All my shit talking.
No, that's not how the joke goes.
Yeah, you're sitting next to the joke. But anyway, who's there?
Yes.
Anyway, who's there?
Orange.
Orange too glad.
Yes.
Interesting.
I mean, come on, man. You teeth that right up.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Just make me seem like the fucking bad guy here. What the fuck?
It is what it is.
So, at any rate, catchphrase.
Yeah, ain't no shit.
So, let's get into some of these indie bands, all the indie circuits. Like, you got any shows coming up you're going to
Any shows I'm going, yeah, but it's not really it's a 80s, 90s cover band and a Motley Crue band. I'm sure you've heard of Crew U.
Yes, I have actually.
I'm going to see them on Saturday, as a matter of fact.
Hell yeah.
Where's that at? Is that gonna be at, the Hard Rock?
No, Avenue 912.
I know I heard something coming up recently.
The place in Griffith? Griffith, Indiana?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really? I've been saying that the name of that place
in
wrong.
in the old
Kmart parking lot?
Kmart parking lot.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, that.
Man,
yeah.
I've been saying,
over there by Jedi's restaurant?
Yep.
Yeah.
I've been saying the name of that place wrong for years. I kept calling it Avenue 219. It's Avenue 912. I don't really know.
I have no
really
idea.
don't know.
I don't even know at all.
I don't know.
It's the room with food. I don't know if you remember the room.
No. I don't think I've
The
never
room
been
was
there.
across from Wicker Park.
No, I never
It
been
was.
there.
It went from the room to Belton Hoses to bunch of different names. I don't remember, but yeah, there was a taco place in the parking lot where you literally had to get food before you went because there was a bar that said they had no food. So,
Is that your phone? Oh,
Guess what I forgot to do?
I didn't know, man. I didn't know what the fuck that was.
That's why I just started laughing as soon as I heard it in the headphones.
Like, dude, because all of a sudden I thought I heard a rap song. Because I could have sworn I heard I want a slim fine woman with some twerking. That's what I thought I heard. It's like, well, I know that ain't real. Yeah, that's something, but that ain't real. Okay.
I definitely forgot to mute that.
Yeah, I only ever been to.
but he's always forgetting something.
I know. I do actually a lot. I forget a lot.
So, in other words, that's what I think Avenue 912 is, basically the room with food.
Oh,
Although I
nice.
do miss that place because I went to a lot of shows there. And I saw some real bands there,
Nice.
not just fake ones.
Yeah.
yeah.
I've seen.
So you consider local bands fake?
No, he's talking about the tributes.
Yeah, the cover bands. I know. I'm just giving them shit.
Yeah, you know what?
I was trying to get a commotion stirred up against
I mean-
him with the indie bands.
it's not like they don't have to work hard
Yeah.
to play their music, but
Yeah.
there are times when I think to myself like, okay, this band that's doing the tribute, that band is on tour.
Right.
I could just go see that band.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but
Instead of
why
going to
would
go see
you
the
want to
tribute.
pay all that money though?
That's true.
To get the real deal.
No, dude, to get the pay the $40 to go see a tribute. Yeah, I get that too.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I
Yeah.
thought you meant like all the money for the bigger
Like,
band. The
no.
actual
Don't forget Ticketmaster. They're bullshit.
Nah, dude, I haven't gotten a ticket through
band.
Ticketmaster
No,
in
it's
years.
been fucking decades.
Yeah, I know. It's been a long time since. Actually, I think the last time I got a ticket through fucking Ticketmaster, the last time I got a ticket through Ticketmaster, it was Slipknot, the Subliminal Versus tour. That was the last time. That was the last time I got a ticket through
It was probably
Ticketmaster.
expensive as shit at that time.
No, actually,
Oh,
that,
really?
No, that the seats that we had were actually pretty good. They were just off to the left of center when you're looking at the stage.
Okay.
And
Nice.
upper level front row. And it was like 65 maybe. It might have been maybe $80.
Damn.
But
Yeah,
you-
that's
but
not
That ain't bad.
But even that to go see Slipknot and the other, of course, like good touring
Yeah,
bands that's going to
yeah.
play with Slipknot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was
Oh yeah,
worth it.
no, I would have paid that for sure. I was thinking it would have been way more because at that time, once Subliminal Versus came out, Slipknot was a big name at that point.
Yeah.
So I really figured it was going to be a little bit closer to like 200.
Yeah, I want to say it was 200 probably would have been like not the pit, but the
Oh yeah, that VIP section
yeah,
there by the stage.
Yeah. Like nah.
Probably would have had backstage passes and everything at that point.
You know what I have to say?
Oh, they wouldn't want your fat ass backstage.
Hey, actually, I have bet them some. Maybe not at that spot because Hey, I'm just
God, I
saying.
feel bad for them.
No, they're cool dudes, man. They really are.
Yeah, and they still haven't found out how much of a piece of shit you are.
Well, nobody has yet.
Oh.
They just have an idea. They don't know how bad he really is.
Yeah. Even though I tell them all the time I'm an asshole, I don't think they always believe it. It's crazy.
Until you see this motherfucker wrestle and try not to throw his back out.
Yeah. Fucking mad dog.
Well, you see what he looks like. That's probably why your back got thrown out. That fucking Oompa Loompa.
Which I still say that they both is like. I swear, from the neck down, they're like twins. Seriously.
Yeah, but he does. Yeah, but when they tag together, he does most of the stuff.
Oh, I do. I really. And see, I've been saying this. There you go. You have a witness.
I mean, he's not the first witness.
That is true.
I mean, it's multiple.
I've seen a lot of their matches, and there is some validity to that.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember. I don't think did I ever mention to Mad Dog the lackluster performance he did in Upper Wisconsin? I can't remember if I did.
He is the king of lackluster.
Man, this performance was so.
Oh man.
Wait, did he have the doll with him?
Have the what?
Have the doll.
Oh, no, not out of Phoenix, bro. No.
No.
Abby.
Yeah, the doll.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, that was the thing. The night you brought it up to him was the night he came in studio before we went to the Portage show. Yeah. Like, we literally recorded the night of that Portage show where we took on Crazy Scott.
I'm so happy I brought that up to him. Because man, it was so funny from my view because I can't even remember what move he was even trying to do. But his selling point was like literally
He probably doesn't even remember.
Oh.
Yeah, no, he did remember what he was talking about.
Did?
Yes. Yeah.
I don't even remember.
I can't, dude. I can't even remember if that episode is even out.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, well, by the time this episode comes out, it's gonna be out.
But yeah, I don't even remember his exact words, but he definitely said he knows exactly what part you were talking about.
Oh, it's so.
And then he tried to give you some kind of excuse, and you were just like, "Seriously, I was there. I've seen it."
Man, I can't remember what it was he was doing, but was his way of like selling it was just slapping the shit out of his fucking thigh. and I really can't remember what at the moment I can't remember what fucking move it was, but
he didn't hide that fact at all.
No.
Yeah.
He never does.
Nope.
Like, dude, I always try to, like, if I'm coming in, like, with, like, a super kick or something, I try to time it where my leg's coming up and I'm, like, extending out. You know
I
what
understand how that works, but come on, man. Sell that shit better.
Yeah. Hey, come on, buddy.
Yeah, and I don't know. But, yeah, that was
granted, he wrestled
funny reaction you had to it, though.
I mean, granted, he wrestled at the gym where it's basically you only see one side of the ring.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah.
But that's no excuse to be lazy.
No, I mean, once you know that you're in a spot where you're not just dealing with, like, one or two sides, now you got a little bit more where people are seeing more.
Yeah.
You know, you got to also know how to compensate for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got three sides. You got three sides of people.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. I mean, and in some places, I mean, it's literally all the way around, all four. I mean, you got to really fucking step up your game for that. You know?
No, I don't.
Oh, he knows.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you're damn right.
And sometimes you have to have one of your guys move the ring by running from side to side.
Oh man, I've
Like,
literally been
Mark
to so
Reconcile.
been to so many
Mark
shows.
Reconcile and
Jeff Steeples.
Jeff Steeples,
Yes. Yeah, he's another big man, and every time too, you would literally watch the whole ring just.
Yep.
Then they'd hit the other side.
Yep. And that ring there at the gym it was so fucking squeaky. It wasn't even funny.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
every time you hit a part of the ring.
Yeah, just leaving scuff marks and scrapes.
Yep.
Man, remember? I think I brought this up with Mad Dog the last time, but remember that on the Rock show when they had that light that was like,
yes,
yeah. So there used to be a light where the ring is set up at on the Rocks. There used to be a light that was like right in the middle of where the ring was.
Oh,
so
okay.
somebody went for a suplex. And then they tried to keep his knees bent for it.
I think I heard about that.
Yeah, but
booted
somehow
him right off the
but
They kicked the light.
Yep. And after
The
that,
same
that
thing-
light was gone.
The same
Never
thing
be seen
happened
again.
at one of the I want to say it was a Rocket Pro show last year.
Yeah.
Shaq Jordan did a flying move and he took out the light. And they were and I don't know if you know this, but they actually put effort into their production, so everything is top. Well, not top tier, but everything is good shit.
Okay.
So I saw that. I didn't even catch it till I watched it back because, you know, I'm always filming shit because it's kind of what I do.
Yeah, when you're
And
looking
some
at
people hate that shit.
So I got
when you're looking at shit through a viewfinder, you miss a lot.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Now I will say that I did a show with IPW out in Cedar Lake, Indiana. I can't even remember. It's like one of those like VFWs. I think it might have been.
AKA Cedar Turkey.
Yeah.
I think we were there.
Okay, so before the show even started, we had a meeting, and the drop ceiling's real low. The ring was high. So we were told.
Was that the one where Rion was rapping everybody's songs? Or was that another show?
I think that might have been a different show, but this one, we got told.
Wait,
The ceiling's low.
Was there one show in Cedar Lake or two?
I think there might have been possibly 3, I think, but not.
Okay, because I know I missed a
I could be
couple.
mistaken, but I do know that
You probably are mistaken, but anyway.
probably. I've been hitting the head a lot. But at any rate,
Whack.
catchphrase.
Too many doodles, too.
So, no, we were all told the ceiling's low. No top rope moves.
You thought.
First fucking match.
Until you went through it.
Oh, no. I did not, but somebody definitely did. I can't even remember who. It was like during the first match. I don't even remember what that match was.
Did he dive through it?
Yeah, and he knocked down
as he was coming
the
off?
railings and tiles and everything. At
Oh,
least,
wow.
No, it was like a good section of ceiling. As he dove up, his head was like ting, 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 ting.
So what you're saying is he had to pull a Marchette rocket.
Yes, yeah. But
And by that, I mean, look around before he, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But he
goes
did
up
not. I'm not even joking, man. There was like
this dude over here.
there was like 4 or 5 of the railings that held the ceiling tiles
Yeah.
up. So once those railings got moved from his head, no joke, his head literally was ding, 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 and just ceiling tiles just.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So after they let him finish the match, they just kind of kicked the shit out of the way, and then there was not even supposed to be an intermission, but then there was a little 5-6 minute intermission so they could move all that shit.
Yeah, understandable.
Dude, that shit was funny as hell.
You know, didn't the same thing happen when you broke that glass over Mad Dog's face?
Oh,
well, not 5 or 6 minutes, but it was a small intermission. Had to clean up that glass.
Yeah. And they were mad about it too. And I was like, "You guys do about it." You know, it was so crazy because we actually had numerous more that we were gonna do that they were like, "Well, we moved your match because initially we were supposed to be right before intermission." So
that makes sense.
They moved because then they would have had time to clean it all up. Then they moved our match. And now we're like, fuck, that means we can't do this, we can't do this, we can't do this. All right. Can't use these fucking weapons, can't use that. So, yeah.
The life of an improver.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotta make that shit work.
Yeah. Ah, man.
That was weird.
What's that?
Huh?
Oh, never mind. I thought you were saying something else. My bad.
What?
Yeah.
Jack Bones.
So, oh, shit. Do we even have the other thing going?
What other thing? What, the video?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Oh, this whole time I thought we did.
I told you. No.
Oh, all right. Makes sense. No, I just looked at the timer and I was like, I'm surprised I didn't hear nothing happen in the headset. But,
Well, that's because you touch yourself at night. And I keep trying to tell you to, cut down on that.
So another reason I had you here, Mr. Atkinson, if that's your real name.
Wow.
As far as you know, it is.
Fair enough. Why don't you tell us a little bit about? He does have a couple Facebook groups out there. One is
don't call them pages. Don't be that guy. Call them groups.
I did say groups.
I'm just saying.
Well, just for that, fucking look up his pages.
Because some people call them pages, and I hate that shit.
And now that you know he hates that shit, constantly call them pages.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
Why don't we go ahead and get into a little bit of those pages just for you, buddy?
Check this out. Look at this clitoris. Does it look weird to you?
Do my pubes look like a Q?
I wasn't going to go that far.
Yeah, you're on your own on that, buddy. But I definitely get that looked at. I'd get that looked at if I were you.
Yeah, especially if you're over there dripping, you should definitely get that looked at.
Wow, I just asked him to look like a Q. I didn't say nothing about dripping.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
weird.
Well, you know what? I hear people talk about wash my drip all the time. It's like, yeah, you need to get that looked at.
Yeah, that takes on a whole nother meaning with him.
Yeah, get that looked at.
Hey, I don't know. I know how to get rid of goose grease. That's all I'm saying.
That's not what I heard.
Call back to a very, very early episode.
Yeah.
Talk about like the first fucking 2 months.
Yeah, dude, that was a funny ass one. That was a good one. Now let's talk about the Refuge.
Yep.
A little bit. Then you got the Indy ring.
Yes, I do.
All right.
The Indy ring.
Oh,
yeah. You gotta say the Indy ring.
Yeah, because there's only one. No matter what other people might say.
It's like the Elder Scroll.
No, because supposedly, somebody got jealous of the indie ring. Whatever. It's only a little meaningless wrestling group. I mean,
it's not meaningless to you.
And I know there's a lot of other people that is not meaningless to, because I've seen a lot of people in the group. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm a
just
part
ask John Hudson.
That's it.
Do you know who?
I know the name,
right?
but I can't put a face to the name. I do know the name. Like it's
back when GPW was still around, or no, Crash Tested. They were doing shows in Midlothian. Yeah, they were doing shows in Midlothian. And he came up to me and he said, basically, thanks to the indie ring, a lot of people looked at his stuff and booked him. So,
yeah,
I guess I'm doing something right. What the fuck is that?
That's his phone.
I forgot to mute it, and it's a little late now. It's already there.
Yeah.
You know a lot about being late.
Yeah, well, I'm not pregnant yet that I know of.
Yeah, you might want to get that looked at too. You might want to get that. You might want to go ahead and get that test.
Call me now for your free reading. Went straight out of Dogtown.
I did, and I will call you, Cleo. I might need you.
Anyway,
I was gonna say you might want to call Arnold Schwarzenegger instead. Call yourself a doctor. What?
he's speechless. Thank
Yeah, I
God
know.
he's speechless
Yeah.
for the first time in how many years?
No.
No, I gotta give that to you. You're a fucking asshole. I like it.
Couldn't shut up at wrestling shows. Can't shut up now.
That was such a dumb joke.
I know, but it hit different.
Especially when you come down the aisle talking shit.
Man, where's that cum counter? That's at least 6 that we've said.
Take that over. I'm done.
I don't even know where we're at. We're not doing that.
He doesn't need to take anything over with the word "cum" in it.
Oh,
Well,
my
that
God.
escalated way quicker than I thought it would.
I don't think it escalated fast enough.
How do we get from talking about Facebook groups to talking about whatever we're talking about?
That's what we do. It's magical.
About the keg being pregnant and Arnold Schwarzenegger delivering his baby.
Wow.
Yeah.
And a two-headed baby at that.
Ooh, yes. Gonna have me a cat dog situation.
Yeah, we need to move on to something else.
Yes.
We were talking about his
Facebook
Facebook
groups. Yeah, this is good.
pages. Yes.
Yeah, so the Indy Ring initially started as a Crash Tested Wrestling fan page, and around the time I went to my first show, that was in December of 2016. After that, me and my girlfriend went to a GPW show, and I don't know if you know who Jared Priest is.
No, I do not.
And Xavier.
No.
Well, he had a character that was it was called a Dark Harlequin. It was like it was one of his characters at one of the haunts he used to do.
Okay.
Basement of the Dead.
Okay.
Sounds pretty badass. Actually.
Anyway, he did I guess BOW brought out a box because he was going on the Hellraiser gimmick, and he turned Jared Priest into the Dark Harlequin. And me being me, of course, I like to film shit. I posted it, and somebody, I think it was at the time he was Tommy Madich. It was Tom Kudalak. Whatever his last name is.
Okay.
He said I posted it in the wrong group. Or no, he said it was a CTW, so I should take it off. So I thought about it. I thought about what he said. Okay, I'm gonna change the name from CTW to the Indy Ring. That way I could post everything in it.
Right.
Because as you know, I post everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
And apparently people like it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd definitely get on there. Yeah.
I can't remember what that is.
I was gonna say push it and see.
Yep, I was gonna.
Yeah, that.
Well, because
I don't know.
otherwise it was gonna be the.
Fair enough.
I feel like it's still amped.
And then for the Refuge, there was a cover band. Now 4 years ago, called Pandora Rocks.
Yeah, that one doesn't ring a bell.
And
No. Well, I also haven't been scrolling Facebook recently either.
it was
I'm rarely on there
a
myself
short-lived
anymore.
cover band, so that's probably why.
A who cover band?
A very short-lived.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, they wanted me to. The singer wanted me to be the fan group, the fan manager, however she
Like
put it.
social media or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
So the page was all dedicated to them. Fast forward a year later, they were called PRX, and I still call them Pandora Raj because that's what I know them as. And supposedly the guitar player got mad at me for using that me using that name. He's like, "That's my name. You can't have it."
What?
So I'm thinking, yeah, right. It's not even copyrighted. What the hell?
Yeah.
Like, dude, you're in a cover band. It's not that serious.
Right.
But anyway,
I mean, like, that's not that serious. Me accidentally using Escape the Paradigm's old name would be, like, be wrong.
Yeah.
And okay, actually, this is what would be wrong. If I start a Escape the Paradigm fan page and I use their old band name. Like,
well, if it's Escape the Paradigm, then why would you use
their old
name?
band name. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah. Anyway, after that brilliant exchange with them,
Can you call it dead names when it's band names?
Why not?
Your stories, dpoyd@gmail.com. Let me know if you think it's considered a dead name.
Yeah, I
Or-
mean that's
or
honestly a
old band
good
names.
question.
I
I
know.
mean, yeah, I'm actually interested to know this too. Please
Yeah.
email.
Yeah, because I still have one of their old shirts from their old band.
it's actually good for. It's actually good for.
Isn't that the only white shirt you own?
One of two.
Yeah.
One of two only white shirts.
you
I actually
racist
own.
motherfucker?
Hey,
Wow.
you're not wrong.
Actually, no. That's kind of a running joke at my job on night crew. We'll like when we're breaking down the load, we'll say, "Here, grab the white rice or brown rice or black beans or something," and we'll just look at each other like we tear up on each other constantly. That's why no one wants to work with us anyway.
Been there.
Because we're fucking assholes to everybody. We don't care.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll just randomly say, we'll look at each other and say, "You racist motherfucker."
Yeah.
And it works. Hey, there's someone in the store, so who's gonna give a shit?
Right.
So, but anyway, after that exchange with the guitar player that has a really big fucking ego.
And a giant thumb up his butt, in my opinion. That's just the douche's
Are you sure it's a thumb?
No.
Ooh.
No, I'm not. But I was just gonna go with the
Intriguing.
like I was.
I took it further. But
That's
anyway,
what he said.
Is it?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
He just said that. Yeah.
Fair enough. Because
What are you fucking nuts? Yeah. You fuck.
he was obviously thinking about that dodo he pulled out the box again.
Oh, gee. Well, I didn't really get the worst end of that. I mean,
well, I mean, is there a video of that?
yeah. On,
Somewhere on
No,
my
they still got their videos up.
Oh,
as
they
far as
still
I-
have
as
them up
far
there?
As I know, CW.
because they took him down for a while, didn't they?
Yeah, but that was a long time ago. And then when they reposted them, ever since, as far as I know, they're still up.
Hey, what is it?
CWA.
Chicago Wrestling Alliance.
Yeah, but it's CWA-TV.
Okay, well, what would I be looking for to find yours specifically?
Go to CWA-TV. It should bring up a few of them, and then you can go to that link, and it should bring up the rest of them.
Can I finish my fucking story?
Yes,
God damn
please,
it.
please do.
Okay, damn. So after that, I'm thinking, okay, fuck you guys. I'm just gonna make my own group and not gonna care whose stuff I post or who I piss off. And it just went from there.
Whatever, I do what I want,
Basically,
motherfuckers.
basically,
Yeah.
and like a year or so ago, I started to post a lot of people's flyers for like weekend shows or something, because I just thought it was cool. And it's funny because I remember very clearly going to shows at Fox Point, because I do that every summer.
Okay.
People come up to me, like, I tell them about my group, and they're like, "Oh, you're just like the Region." I'm like, no, I'm nothing like the Region. And the conversation stopped. But I hate but I can't stand it when you compare me to that group or the other groups.
Well, to be fair, I don't think the Region actually talks about any like ongoing events in that area.
They post a list. Who the fuck has time to write a big ass list?
Like everything going on?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I just thought they just kind of like filled you in on like
some people have
shit,
a life and work at night.
Right?
And sleep.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And edit podcasts.
And do research.
And watch Star Trek, The Next Generation.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey.
A life's a life,
I'm
buddy.
a nerd.
Hey, I'm a nerd too. I'm proud of it.
I'm proud of it.
Lives matter.
Hey, I read Star Wars books. Not recently though. Even though I did buy a Star Wars book that I didn't have at a Goodwill. I just
and you still didn't read it?
Not yet. I do plan on reading it though.
I knew it.
I do plan on reading it though.
I have no doubt on that. I know you. Do read.
That's pretty much going to be my summer. Is reading that book. Oh, excuse me. By the way, E.T. Lamar is coming out with a new book sometime.
That's a sad story.
I want to say September or October. I can't remember when he said. But
are you sure he can read?
Who? The keg?
Yeah.
Oh, no,
yeah.
He can't.
Because as far as I know, kids can't read. So
try listening to our deep dive episodes. You'll realize he can't read.
I got nothing. I got nothing.
We have plenty of recordings that show that this man cannot read.
You guys got to understand. I learned myself how to read.
Yeah, he also taught himself how to type. How to use a computer, which his computer skills are absolutely atrocious.
Hey, I get the job done.
Fucking awful.
I get the job done.
Dude, his computer skills are so bad. Whenever he found something on Newsbreak, he would try to type in this dude would try to type in the entire fucking URL from beginning to end. Until I finally showed him, like, dude, you can send it to yourself as an email from your phone, and then you can just click the link in the email. He was like, oh, no shit. It's like, well, yeah, dude, technology is a motherfucker now.
And I'm not going to lie, this is a damn true story. This just happened 2 weekends ago.
Yeah.
But that reminds me, back in the day, me and my buddies were having a LAN party.
That's the real sad thing, because that's true.
We had a LAN party. We were playing Halo.
Yep.
We were either playing Halo or Time Splitters.
Oh, Time Splitters Future, perfect. That's
that one
shit
is
right
the
there.
best one.
That's my shit right there.
And
I think I got that motherfucker for Xbox.
I actually got it on. Yeah, I got it on there.
And the reason the LAN parties were so the reason they were the shit was that was back in the day where you had to have like actual cables.
Oh yeah.
Not just online.
Yeah.
So, we were all at my house, right? I had my bedroom window open, had the basement window open. There was a big ass Ethernet cord going from the upstairs to downstairs through the window.
You can just only imagine how much that Ethernet cord was back then.
Oh God,
and
it was a lot thicker. I feel like those cords were thicker from like back in the day a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those thick as blue ones.
Yes.
Like this. And for some of them, you needed another end to.
Yeah, like a little connector piece. Yeah.
So needless to say, we got like the day after, my neighbors would come over and ask me, "What the fuck were you guys doing yesterday? There were wires coming out your window, and are you guys mad scientists?" They didn't say that, but I felt like they were gonna say that.
Like, no, we had 3 people downstairs and 2 people upstairs all playing Halo.
Yeah, yeah,
They'd be
and
like, "Is that a cult?"
yeah, and every time somebody got shot, all you would hear was feet banging on the floor.
Sounded like somebody getting their ass whooped.
Yep. And it was always the fucking guy with the sniper rifle and Halo on that it was called the Foundry. It was like that big canyon looking map.
Yeah.
Had a tree on one
I can't believe I
side.
know this.
Had a tree on one side and a tree on
Dude,
the other.
we've been through all these levels. How do you not know this?
Yeah, I
And
can't
there was
believe I know this.
there was always this one guy with the sniper rifle who camped his ass behind the tree,
Yep.
just
Yep.
popped people over. And it was always my friend Rob. And god damn it, that pissed me off so much.
Yeah, you been fucking called out, motherfucker.
Yep.
Oh my God.
But anyway, what I was trying to say is his computer skills, like what were you saying? What you were saying
Are atrocious.
reminded me of like
Dude, but time splitters though, man.
yeah, we
dude,
were playing that and like
dude,
yeah, what you said. Anyway,
dude, back in the day for me with time splitters, like man, I lived with this I had these roommates and we had this fucking 50 something fucking projection. And we used to
projection.
we used to fucking play like video games on it and shit, and we used to love doing like 4-player because each one of us would have like an 11 or 12-inch fucking screen.
Yeah,
on our
and
fucking home and
everybody
be fucking huge.
and everybody would accuse people of being a screen looker.
And
And you're like, but you're like, dude, we can clearly see everybody. So it's like,
Right.
I mean, what are you gonna do? Just look at your own screen? No, you're
It's not
gonna
like
look at everybody.
blinders just eject out of the TV. Like you can't see that side, can't see
Yeah.
that side.
well, back in those times, yeah. I mean,
Back in
almost
my
kinda,
day,
Yeah. Back in my day, I used to smoke so much weed and get so zoned out that I just literally only stared at one square.
That's true too. You look away. You're
hey,
Now-
that's how some people pass Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, true too.
I
No,
will
Think
say
about
this,
that.
but when it was 2 people and it was stacked on top of each other, oh yeah, I was screen looking.
So I do-
ain't gonna
I
lie.
am kinda-
I was screen looking.
Oh,
all the
everybody
fucking
did
time.
I do
that
have
shit.
a question,
for
though.
sure.
Just
Because
to
I think
sneak
I
up.
know the answer to this when you said it was projection. Was it the big box
Yeah,
with the screen?
yeah, like the one I used to have in the basement.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
'Cause
it
I
was
was
the-
making sure it wasn't like an actual projection.
No.
Yeah. So that's what I thought. I was right. And yeah, a lot of these people, a lot of our listeners, I'm trying to work on that.
Like people, real people.
You better be careful with that stuff. Some people are gonna be like, "What you mean, you people?"
Yeah, I know. And that's why I'm trying to work on it because that's not how I mean it. But people are going to be like, what the fuck?
It's like
I know,
you-
I get it.
You people, aka our basic bits.
No.
I said our.
Oh, yeah. Well, I just thought you meant people overall. I missed
No,
the R part.
no, you people, our basic bits.
Yes, absolutely.
And then you have the rednecks.
And you know what? I feel like they'll be the ones that are like, yeah, we know what people he means.
And then yet you sounded like a Mexican when you said it. I'm sitting here trying to figure out like where do you?
Well,
fucking-
Dude, the funny thing is I realized it right after I said it. And I was like, he hasn't said nothing yet.
And then, of course, I'm gonna
I
say
seen you
something.
like kind of had this weird look on your face. I was like,
yeah, of course I'm gonna say something.
well, in all fairness, he might be a mutt. So
no, there's no
In all
might.
fairness
There's no
to
might. I am a mutt.
However,
at least he admits it.
Jesus.
Oh, I know I am. That's fine.
He's keeping it redneck.
See, like I don't know where that motherfucking sample is. I gotta
Yeah.
find it.
Oh, damn it. Like, after that, too, it threw me off. I don't even.
There it is, podcast. All right, so there it is. And this is when we go with.
Oh, yeah. I haven't heard that one in a while.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
Gotta bring that back.
Oh,
every
yeah,
now and
that
again.
was a little loud.
Oh, you're a little loud.
Not loud enough.
No, I thought that's the way it turned down. I thought that's what that was
Hey,
because it
hey,
was a little
hey.
loud for a
You
second.
know what they say? If it's too loud, you're too fucking old.
Hey, I didn't say I pooped myself.
Yet.
So then you're telling me that I'm too old to use
You
a
walked
chop
in
saw
you
cutting
walked in
aluminum.
yourself.
Hey.
You're telling me that I'm too old to use a chop saw cutting aluminum because it is too loud and
that
I
shit
wear
is loud.
earplugs.
That shit is loud as fuck, though.
Yeah.
Oh, you can use power tools for anything, my friend.
Yeah. But I might be too old to use a chop saw because it's too loud.
You did say what you said.
Shut up,
Oh,
Dick.
fucking dick.
I just want to go, you fucking dork.
Yeah, but I took it further. I said dick.
I know, but I wanted to call him a dork for someone. Yeah,
Well-
yeah, Keg, you fucking dork.
Well, he is a dork.
So, Manny, I forgot to tell you how much Richard Atkinson actually likes Clayton Keg. It's not a lot.
More than a little, but less than too much.
It's not a lot, that's for sure.
That's which is why I said what I said.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the truth.
This is why I think he agreed to call into the show, and then he talked to our fucking intern, and here he is.
Well, I was gonna. I got nothing on Carlito, so
No, he's
whatever.
got a lot. He just doesn't want to hurt his feelings.
Well, you know what? Carlito's feelings are already hurt.
Okay. Anyway,
yes,
what I was trying to say
Before he was rudely interrupted.
before we went on this whatever, what you just said reminded me of we were playing Halo, and this one dude Ephraim said we were somebody was shooting at him. Ephraim was like, "How are you shooting at me?" And my friend Alex was like, "Look at the radar screen." It's like, "Hot damn, we got radar."
Whole time he had no idea.
That would be Clayton Keg with the computer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, my typing skills are definitely. I feel like I've gotten faster with the way I type, but it's not the right way to type. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, but we've also had this same conversation when it comes to radar on the screen. Too.
Yeah.
I feel like we had that with RoboQuest.
You know what? You know what?
Dude, with RoboQuest, even when I did like the solo missions, I never noticed the radar.
You know
at
what?
all.
You know what?
I did not.
I think, as weird as it sounds, I think that's every gamer's one of their rites of passage. When you figure out where your radar map is, then you get a grip on everything.
Yeah, that's true, and I never look for it. I'll tell you that. Right off the bat, I do not look for it.
Well, that's that.
Eventually, I will discover if there is one or not, but
Well, that's that redneck logic.
I
coming
just
out.
run in plastic. Like,
Because you got to look
Or
at
lack
your
thereof.
entire HUD,
Yeah.
aka heads-up display.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
for
yeah.
you, Keg,
yeah,
just in case.
yeah, thank you.
And for the other people that don't know what HUD means,
Yeah. So
which
you got
I
to look
did,
at your
so-
entire HUD, and you didn't? Seriously?
I said I did.
Wow.
So.
Dude, wow, man.
No,
Like,
I
I'm telling-
definitely knew, but
like,
I
you-
just never go
You
in.
learn new things every day, Keg. That's amazing.
Wow, I said I knew about it.
Hey, you know what? Hey, the more you keep lying about it, the
This
more
fucking guy.
Hey, you know what? Just
the more you know.
yeah. You keep learning something today, dude. That's all that matters. Anyway, you got to look at your entire HUD when you first start
Yeah,
a fucking
yeah.
game. Like,
Yes.
no matter what it is.
I never do, but yeah, you should. Absolutely.
And just
Yeah,
because
and he won't.
because
I will
there's
not.
a big ass map in the booklet, you never look.
No.
You never look
You
at
don't
that.
want to ruin nothing.
You never look at that. You beat the game, and like in Grand Theft Auto, you have to go back and look for every little thing in the game because you're a big fucking nerd and you have to get 100%.
Yeah. Now,
Been there.
Now, I have to say, whenever I would go to the store and buy a new game And if I wasn't driving back home with the game, then I am reading that book on the way home. Always.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yes,
Yeah,
I am.
yeah.
I am reading that motherfucker as whoever's driving is driving. I'm reading that motherfucker and from damn near cover to cover.
Now, you know what the best thing about being a gamer was?
Super Nintendo.
Before game guides?
Oh, just figuring it out yourself.
The hotline number?
No, fuck that, dude.
There was some hotline number too for certain
Notebook
games.
paper, and right now cheat codes.
Oh yes.
No, notebook paper writing out your save codes because you couldn't save the game. You had to write out this fucking intricate, fucking stupid ass, motherfucking complicated, like 36 fucking character fucking number fucking thing to be able to go to wherever the fuck it was that you left off. That
you know what's funny?
Balls.
There was a lot of games I just started over every time I was done with it because I'm like, I already know I'm not writing that down.
Ate my neighbors.
Oh,
I used to always start that shit over every fucking time. I would never write that shit up.
Fuck that game. Fuck that game.
And with Grand Theft Auto, like I would just start new save games just for the hell of it. Like I would be trying to progress the story, but I was like, yeah, I want to go back and play that mission. And then two games later, they added
R1, R2, L1, R2, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down.
Yep.
Have whole notebooks of just cheat codes for different games.
Like R1, R1, R2, L1, R2, circle.
Yeah. Wasn't that infinite ammo?
Something like that.
I think it was, dude.
games like Grand Theft Auto 3, like you took out the game booklet and you folded all your notebook paper with the codes in and put it in there.
Dude.
So pretty soon the game wouldn't even close because there'd be too much notebook paper in it.
Yeah.
Okay, what about the days of the memory cards?
I was actually about to get to that because there was this crazy ass device that, of course, my stupid ass went and fucking got.
The multi-tap.
Nope.
Oh,
I can't.
That's what I was actually thinking of too.
No, I can't remember what it was called, but I could go online and fucking download fucking video game save files.
What?
Yeah, so I could
I don't
straight
think I ever heard of that.
dude, straight up, I started fucking.
Was that like an emulator or?
This was so okay. So I had a 64 and a PlayStation.
Right.
So
yeah.
I had literally had something that would USB to a fucking computer back in the late fucking
like
90s.
a link?
No, what do you mean link?
Like
Connect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
My God.
okay. So all right. So think of a fucking SD card that you would plug into a card reader.
Right.
Yeah, and then you would plug that card reader into your computer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then I would download fucking save files off the fucking goddamn internet. Like straight up, I had a save file for Final Fantasy 9, I think it was. No, it was either 8 or 9. I can't remember. Whichever one started off with the little Jawa from Star Wars.
I think that was actually.
I think that was 9. Was it 8?
I think it was 8.
Well, whatever. No, 8. No, 8 had the fucking gun sword, so it was 9.
Yeah. Okay.
So, anyway, I went and got this fucking save file that every fucking character that I fucking use in that game started off at level fucking 99 and everything fucking available. Even when I got the character later in the fucking game, it started with all that. It was just hacked.
So what you're saying is nobody wanted to play with you because you were fucking God.
It was Final Fantasy. It was a single player RPG.
Yeah, back in those parts, yeah.
Like I was doing it for like pretty much just for any games that I played alone, which in the late 90s, I played at home alone.
Yeah.
It was after I got out of high school and started going to other people's houses and driving and whatnot. That changed.
That sounds a little bit similar to like the Sega Genesis when they had the Game Genie, where it was like this.
The Game
box.
Genie, the random video.
Yeah. Then you put like the game cartridge itself.
I remember
on top
that
of it, then you
episode
just
by
plug it
heart.
all
It's
in.
fucking sad, isn't it?
I use the Game Genie on my emulators. But I ain't gonna lie, I can't use the emulators on this computer because I need a USB controller interface.
Now here's the question: how many Game Genies have you gone through?
On my emulator? Are
No,
you talking
for
about in
any
general?
system.
Oh, for any system?
Yeah,
One.
I've
Sega
gone-
Genesis.
Yeah,
That was
the-
it.
I've gone.
I didn't even
through-
know it was still a thing. I just thought that was just a Sega Genesis thing.
No, I used the game. I used the Game Genie for Sega Genesis,
Yeah.
not for the Super Nintendo, and I never used one after that.
I
Oh,
went
wait.
through 3.
No, I did. I used the fucking the game Shark
Oh.
for
Game Shark.
PlayStation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right. So yeah, so one Game Genie and one Game Shark for PlayStation.
But didn't they have like a? But didn't they have like a Game Genie or Game Shark for every game? Like the guide would be like color coded for like different systems. That's what I remember.
Well, I know for like literally, I remember this like for the Genesis, it was actually like this little fucking thing and it had like a handle. You put the game cartridge in the top
Yeah,
of that,
yeah.
and then you plug that
Yep.
into. That's what the Game Genie. That's the only one I've ever used.
so
So
what-
I didn't know there was more than just that for
Well,
like
they
a
had-
Game Genie type deal.
Well, they had that. The Sega one was basically that, but it was like
Dude, that right there is how you know that this motherfucker is listening to us.
oh no shit!
But I've also looked up Game Genie Genesis fucking codes like months ago.
Well, that tracks then.
Yep, there it is.
Yep.
That's the one I remember right there.
Yes,
Yeah, there it is.
Yes, that's exactly
we
What,
just-
what is that
I'm talking about.
video game enhancer? My ass.
it's from Galoob. Yes, Galoob.
Oh my god!
Seems
That's a Super Nintendo.
It
But-
seems like
but
at
yeah,
one point
see, I didn't
everything
even
was
know.
brought to you by Galoob.
See, no, that is Super Nintendo. I did not know they had one for Super Nintendo.
Oh yeah, of course.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I only used the one for the Genesis. I never knew there was any other ones.
Yeah, but
of that
didn't they
sort.
have? Didn't they come out with one later for like everything?
No, well, they pretty much had some version of a fucking video game hack for every system. I
Yeah.
think up until
Okay.
I feel like up until Xbox 360
Yeah.
because because I feel like at that point that's when it's like Microsoft and like hunkering down on everything, and then of course PlayStation was doing the same thing. Because
Okay.
I saw a Game Shark for PS2, but other than that, I didn't.
All right.
I
Here's
also
the
wasn't
question:
looking.
have you ever tried to hook up a Sega Genesis, a Sony PlayStation 2, and a Microsoft Xbox on the same TV?
Yeah.
I'll have you know that is so fucking hard.
Well, not
maybe,
really.
Maybe before.
But then they made a connect. But then they made switches, so they made everything easier. But I went through a VCR.
Yeah.
No, yeah. It's
You know, I
these
connected.
newer TVs. It's a
you
lot
know,
easier now. Than
I
it used to
connected
be,
the
for sure.
I connected the RF connector to the TV. I had that come into the VCR. I had that come into the Sega. I had the VCR come into the TV. I had the red, white, and yellow cable
There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
Like,
showing
okay.
us showing our nerdiness.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, when it comes to video games, we could do a whole thing.
We're
on
happy to let our nerd flag fly.
We could do episodes on video games, fucking Magic the Gathering games. I mean,
But
shit.
then there's Clayton over here. He likes to let anything fly, apparently.
Wait, what?
Is that it?
Exactly.
Yep, there it is. That's,
Oh, yep.
No,
Yeah.
for sure, because that's definitely
Yes.
a fucking Sega fucking pen.
That's the one I fucking remember right there.
Dude, that's how that's how you know that I am definitely a fucking nerd with that motherfucker, because you could because I saw the pins of that motherfucking
Oh, yeah.
that fucking goddamn
100%.
pen.
That's the one I remember. That's the only one I've ever fucking used.
We're fucking old.
Maybe you are.
No, I'm old. I don't care.
In age, I'm old, but at heart,
We're
I'm
old
not.
as fucking dirt.
Nah, I won't go that far. The dirt in my yard is for sure older than I am. Well,
Oh,
There you go.
actually, not all the dirt in my yard is older than I am. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, garden.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay, well, we done fucking.
Y'all went over for sure.
Well, it doesn't matter that we went a little over. I think we definitely lost whatever fucking. I mean,
It went off the
besides
rails.
besides TC from Ratco, yeah, he was definitely on board for the fucking the video game nerd talk.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. But,
Yeah, we went off the rails on what we were trying to accomplish.
Oh,
here.
we fucking wrecked.
So, Richard, let me ask you this.
We wrecked, caught on fire, rolled over twice, disintegrated.
there was a semi fire on I-65.
I did see
that.
Yeah,
I seen that.
far south of here.
I'm
but-
Yeah.
on my way here. I don't know what it was. I think it was a tractor trailer that caught fire. We were going to smooth on the way here, but the other way everyone was stopped, and you saw. I didn't even see what it was, but you see all the smoke under the bridge. So I'm thinking it was a trailer fire.
Yeah.
I did see a semi fire once on my way to Portage, if I remember correctly. It was either Lake Station, the east side of Hobart, or Portage, one of the three. Anyway, I'm on an E-way on 94, obviously going east, and like it slowed down. I'm not really thinking much of it, and then like when everything starts like clearing up, I just see I see the trailer, and then all of a sudden I see the semi completely engulfed in flames. But whoever was driving it fucking unhooked his fucking trailer and fucking
Just left it.
dude. Well,
Yeah.
no, he didn't leave it, but he was able to get the landing gear down and fucking unhook the trailer
okay.
and move the fucking semi away from the trailer. Just
Okay,
let the fucking
yeah.
semi burn.
All right.
Because that thing was engulfed in flames, where the engine
Well,
compartment was
that's-
completely in flames, and it was kind of in the actual fucking cab.
Well, that's
It was bad.
Well, that's kind of what you do in that situation.
Yeah. Like, no, I'm just getting out. Like, fuck that fuck that truck, fuck that trailer. It's insured.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely, even if it wasn't, and whether I knew or not, if it was or wasn't, I wouldn't care. I would have done the same thing no matter what. Just to save my seat. Oh, let's talk about
My balls, your chin.
Now that
Do you
we've
have-
talked about anything, now that we've talked about everything and nothing,
It's been entertaining, man. We got to do it again.
to say the least.
Yes. Is there a way listeners can look you up and check out these? I'll go ahead and give it to you.
You
Not
got
pages.
you got anything you want to plug besides dildo into the keg? Or I don't know. I'm sorry, not a dildo, but tapping the keg. Like
Wow.
the tap is the dildo, but you
Wow.
tap the keg.
Wow.
Tap that keg. Tap that
That's
keg.
some crazy talk
Tap that
from
keg.
definitely both of you, because I feel like you agreed with them
Tap it.
anyways.
Tap it.
Yeah, just go on Facebook and look up the Refuge and the Indy Ring, but capital THE Indy Ring, because if you don't, you'll bring up something else.
Okay.
right.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, go ahead and look up those pages, guys, for Richard Atkinson.
Hell yeah.
And
You
go
better look
ahead
up that
and-
pages, you fucking sons of bitches.
And go ahead and send him some pictures of some surgical dicks. All right? Go ahead
Whoa,
and do that,
that's
man.
more you than me there, buddy.
Oh, as our
I'm trying to get these emails diverted that Manny's trying to send to me. I'm trying to divert it, man.
yeah, it's
This son of a bitch.
yeah. I turned it into a thing on someone else's podcast, and now I'm making it a thing on this one. So thanks for listening. This is the dumbest podcast on your desk. I am Andy McDoucherson.
And I'm Clayton Keg.
You can catch us on Spotify, Amazon Music, Samsung Podcast, Podcast Index, Listen Notes, Pandora, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Deezer, Audible, and SiriusXM Radio. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that share button. Let all your friends know. And also make sure you check us out on YouTube at the same name, I'm assuming.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You can also check out our Patreon at, I'm assuming...
It's patreon.com/the dumbest podcast on your desk.
Okay, so go to patreon.com and search the dumbest podcast on your
Yes.
desk for our basic bit package, which is...
$8.
There you go.
$8 a month, people. Come on.
What, I'm supposed to remember that?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I thought you were telling me to come on. It's just like...
No, I was asking the
It's like,
people,
man,
please,
it's
come
like, man,
on with
I'm about to
the
say, dude,
$8.
I'll take you out back and lock you in the garage.
He might like that.
All right, so we're gonna
And thank you again, Richard Atkinson, for being in studio with us.
Yeah, we got it.
Carlito, you're an asshole.
Yeah, I would have just called, but I thought, I'd.
He got a boner when he said,
Yeah.
"Hey, Clayton Kenwalks, you in studio?" And he's like, "Okay."
Oh, speaking of boners, if you've ever had any dick surgeries, email us at yourstoriesdpoyd@gmail.com because the keg wants to know
He is
whether or
an
not
expert.
if you had any kind of dick surgeries.
And again, you can go ahead and forward those messages to Richard Atkinson on either of his Facebook pages.
They're grouped, motherfucker. Get it right.
And we out!
All right, holla at your boys. Peace.